Officially live.
Officially live, guys.
FS Gold's in the
FS Gold in the building. FS Gold in the building. I can see there's already a lot of you guys here. We have Thapelo RSA. We have Kita. Guys, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names, but yeah, man. I see we have Padia Star.
Hello.
We have Real Brian. We have yeah, there's a lot of you guys.
There's a lot of people there.
FS Gold in the building. We are here.
Yes, sir.
I see Padia Star. Padia Star.
That's the one I was talking about. So, guys, look, I actually wanted to ask you guys a question. Which ones of you here are FS Gold students? I want to know, man. We just want to show.
Can we see FS Gold students in the building?
FS Gold students.
Can we see with the sign? Can we see with the sign?
In the building. Do we have any FS Gold in the building? Go to
can you start by greeting, my friend? Can everyone just know us first?
Yeah.
Can we introduce ourselves? Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all, Mr. Omari Jaguar, the Omari JJ, the trader from the villages, the only code that is a Jaguar, Umalume Forex. We are live with the Vault Markets today with my partners, Thapelo Gold and Emmanuel Forex. Yes, so it's such a great pleasure for us to be hosting this live today. I hope you guys get to learn one thing or two from this live. And yeah, that's it. So you guys are going to have more of these lives from us as the time goes on. Thank you.
Yeah, basically, guys, in this session, we're going to do some few analysis and give you guys some few tips, few knowledge, and you can ask us questions. And we'll try by our best to answer each and every question.
Yes, sir.
That sounds good, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So should we start? Should we start the movement? Should we start analyzing?
Before we even analyze, guys, can you please give us pairs to analyze? What would you guys like us to analyze?
Let's understand our audience first.
Or in a screen we have gold. I feel like everybody loves gold. We can analyze gold.
Goes for.
Can we have extra 2 pairs to analyze from you guys?
I'd say we put in Nasdaq already there.
And Nasdaq is already gone. It's gone. The indices are already gone, bro. They're gone.
FS Gold, guys, do use the chat section. I see you can basically leave your chats there, guys. So you're asking, give us 2 other instruments you want us to analyze. I see Neo is talking about JPY. Gold Digger is talking about Nasdaq. All right.
Guys, so, Nasdaq is gone, bros. People.
I don't know why. Let's still analyze.
People still want to see Nasdaq. So guys, we have gold, we have Nasdaq, and
okay, I'll do Nasdaq. Tomorrow do gold. Jaguar will do something else.
Yeah.
Jaguar, what are you choosing? Choose from the list there.
I'm choosing the JPY pairs, USD JPY. Since JPY pairs will be falling from next week, the whole week.
All right, wonderful. Look, when it's your turn to analyze, you're gonna be the last one to analyze. Just share your screen. I hope you're gonna not struggle.
Perfect. Don't worry.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So guys, before we even move forward, right? Yeah. Before we even move forward, guys, we just wanted to share with you exactly how we look at the market and how we prepare for the market ahead. One thing before we even start, I want you guys to know, if you want to be a trader, you need to adopt a certain mindset, right? If you want to be a profitable trader, you have to know that Forex is not for people who are not in it to win it. It's for people who are in it to win it, basically. You have to know that if you think about quitting Forex when you experience hard times, you were never really truly a trader. You understand me? If you think about quitting Forex after blowing 5 accounts consecutively, you were never really truly a trader. If you feel like you can't continue trading because you lack the motivation to continue, you feel like these funds holding you back, you are never a trader, guys. A trader is somebody who's resilient. A trader is patient, a trader is determined, and a real trader, as a real trader myself, quitting is not an option. Okay, guys?
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Definitely.
So now, guys, before we even start on gold, what I want to show you here is, before we even start analyzing, we always want to look at the bigger time frame, right? We need to be able to see exactly what happened in the past. And as you saw what my twin did there, we changed our charts to line charts. Can somebody tell me, please, why do we want to change to line charts when we're analyzing? Can somebody tell me?
Can any of you guys guess the?
Yeah, can any of you guys actually guess why we switch to line charts when we analyze the market? Guys? I see we have Thapelo.
Yeah, the saying for is not for the faint-hearted. Dango.
So guys, that's the question, guys. Why are we switching to line charts? For those of you who've actually attended any of our sessions or any of our tours, we shared the secret with you guys.
Yes. Prince World. You can see FS
Goats in the building.
To cater for most touches.
Exactly, guys. We want to cancel out all the noise, right? You have to know the market will give us spikes. The market will basically do all those liquidity grabs. So we want to remove all those stuff to see exactly how the market was moving. So now what I need to do first is to basically cater for my areas, right? I need to see where's my resistance and where is my support. So basically what I'm seeing here, this is where the market is currently playing. This is my play area, right? This is where I'm going to be looking for my opportunities. I can see from the past, I can analyze all the way, but currently my focus needs to be exactly where the market is. Mind you, this is from a daily chart. So I can see already I have my support, I have my resistance, okay? I continue analyzing.
Basically, this is using the high and low strategy to basically spot our high and low of the day.
So next thing I need to do, guys, is to carefully spot my support and resistance area. So I want to show you guys something exactly here where I put the line. I would rather put something like a zone. Can you guys see this? Because I see that the market was also respecting this area over here.
But it has different types of touches.
You see, so I see that, and I'm continuing with my analysis. I want to spot my levels first to see exactly where is my playground. I want to look at the market where we had multiple touches.
Yeah, basically, we tend to see that the market respects an area whereby it tends to reverse. As possibly marking that area means that in the future, we might expect another reversal in that area.
Yeah. And when you see me use zones, guys, that's where I'm seeing more than one touch. You can see there's a touch over here, there's a touch. So I'm basically catering for that zone. So the zone that I have here is basically to cancel out the noise to see, even though we have our overall support and resistance, I can see that we also have sensitive areas inside. That will help me analyze the market even better. So what I need to do is to go to my charts and see exactly what the market is doing. And I need to just carefully put the last ones just to make sure that I see exactly what the market is doing. So what we need to do first, guys, is to analyze and find all these areas that we see. We can see the market is playing a lot on these areas over here. And I see the market has been testing these areas here in the past. And what I've seen currently is we were coming from a bearish momentum. The market was selling from here, and we've been on some sort of a consolidation before the market eventually hit our resistance, right? Which made a top. So now from the resistance, but the possibilities are the market could retest to the bottom. But we need to continue analyzing in order for us to actually know how the market is playing out, right? So from there, I'm going to go to a more smaller time frame. I can either use a 4-hour chart or a 1-hour chart. So I'm going to go to a more smaller time frame to see exactly what the market is doing. So guys, before I even continue, guys, I want to make sure you guys are with us. Can any of you guys tell me which time frames do we use for analysis and which time frames do we use for entries? That's the question for you guys. Which time frames do we use for analysis and which time frames do we use for entries?
And also, also people should know that we're going to be giving away few of the accounts. So it's important for you guys to listen attentively and answer the questions.
Exactly, guys. You stand a chance to be funded 1,000 rand. Yo,
that's a lot of money.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Take 1,000 to 10K.
So yeah, man. I see somebody here saying 4-hour chart in 15 minutes, but you're not giving us the answer you want, guys. Tell us which time frames do we use for analysis and which time frames do we use for entries? I want to know if you guys know the answer to that one.
Okay, just say we have a bigger time frame and a smaller time frame.
Okay, I see that we have Prince World. He's saying H1 and above is for analysis and H1 and below is for entries. Prince World got it, guys. Shout out to Prince World.
I told you that guy.
Shout out to Prince World. He's killing it. He's killing. Yes,
the first guy I'm seeing, that one was in an account today. Prince World, we see you, man. We see you. He's
correct, guys. We use 1-hour chart and above, basically from an hour to 4-hour daily and wherever. Right? We use all those time frames to analyze why. We need to see exactly what happened in the past in order to make a more determined prediction for the future. You understand me? So when it comes to 1-hour chart and below, we use all those smaller time frames to look and spot for our entries.
Basically, guys, I would say our bigger time frames, you might start from 1 hour going up to weekly or daily. We check the overview. And then from basically 30 minutes, like 1 hour going down, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. I would say we stop at 15 minutes to analyze our smaller time frames. I feel like any minutes below than that, guys, you'll see, even if you try to implement a scalping strategy, it's going to be a long story. It's going to be a very long story.
So guys, now let's look at the market. We can see from here, the market has actually hit the high if we look at the past. And from there, the market went down. We are basically under this resistance zone that we see over here. And instead of the market actually pushing exactly towards the downside, we actually had some bit of a consolidation area. Are you guys seeing this? So the consolidation was what? You can see that already here. I need to spot that area, right? Yeah. Because we can see that the market has a sensitive area at this level that we have over here. Because I'm able to see this from the past. That is exactly why we need to make sure we don't cater for the past. And I see from there, the market has been on a more strong bearish moment.
Can you also spot that bearish?
So you can see this is more of a bearish trend, and that's what I want to show you. That thing is a timer. It's a timer on. I'm gonna fix it. So guys, you can see what I'm trying to do here is to spot my downtrending resistance, and equally opposite, I'm gonna do my downtrending support, right? So I can see clearly from the past that as long as we were below this area, we're looking for sells. But ever since then, the market has broken outside this area. And that's one thing I want you guys to know before we even continue. Guys, there's many of you guys who fund the accounts and you blow your accounts the same day. Why? This is because you guys don't have rules, right? This is because you guys don't follow your rules. It's important for you guys to have rules because that's what's going to help you basically predict the future more. And that's what's going to help you become more disciplined and become a profitable trader, right? The most disciplined trader is the one that becomes profitable. You need to have rules, you need to be disciplined, you need to stick to your trading plan. So what I'm seeing here currently, when the market broke out, I know there's a few people who actually went for their buy entries, and unfortunately, the market was not yet ready to buy, and we had a retest towards the downside. The market was retesting, and we can see that we failed to break this level over here. This means that there's a possibility of a buy. So what I need to do is I can see the market is giving me some sort of information. I need to cater for that. I need to cater for that. So what I need to do, guys, I can see that here we have
a formation of a bullish trend, guys.
Of a bullish trend, right? I hope you guys are seeing this. And from there, I'm going to also clean out my chart. I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. I can see from the past that at this area, the market was acting as some sort of a support, and it came back again and acted as some sort of a resistance. So I know we have this over here. So I'm just going to carefully move outside to make sure that I keep my charts clean. That's what we need to do as well, guys. We need to keep our charts clean. So I know exactly where that comes from. And I see that currently the market is over here, right? And I want you guys to know we are currently on our 4-hour time frame. So what I need to do, guys, I see that we also have a sensitive area over here. I just need to carefully know that. Yeah. So now I'm going to move to an hour chart. So what I need to do here, guys, I'm looking for some sort of confirmation, right? I'm looking for a direction of where I need to go. So guys, there's something I want you guys to see before we even continue with gold. Right? You can see, guys, from here, we had some sort of a W setup. This was a confirmation of a buy. This was a very strong confirmation, but the market failed to push above, right? It failed. And it went back down, gave us another W. Are you guys seeing this? And the market still failed to move above. This means this is a very strong resistance area. It's a very strong area we need to carefully cater for, right? And the market from there, we can see, hence it hit the resistance area. It went towards the downside. It sold, and we had our low from here. The market went up again, and it still failed. It still failed to basically cross above this resistance. It means that we have a very strong resistance, and the market might need more strength from the bottom in order for us to be able to break through towards the top, right?
Yeah. Can you also mark this area because it's very important?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can take it back.
Yeah, that's okay. So guys, that's the area we have. We can see that currently the market has been in some sort of a small consolidation as well. We are consolidating in this area because we have not had a very strong push towards the downside or a strong push towards the upside. We are currently in this area. So what I'm seeing now is I need to see exactly what to look for.
Can I ask them a question? Did any of you guys enter the gold buys? Can I see by FS Gold Signs, did anyone who entered gold buys?
So guys, the gold buys were very nice. we took gold buys today.
Yes, we took gold buys.
Because of what? This is trends in trends, guys, right? This is trends in trends. We can see we've been in a consolidation, but the market has been respecting the trends in trends, right?
We have big good Andrew in the building.
Yes, sir, good Andrew in the building. So guys, I want you guys to see exactly where we are right now. We were in a resistance. We were in a bearish trend over here. So the market was failing to push above this area, but ever since we broke outside, we had a retest here. I'm just gonna put this exactly where it needs to be. I want to just carefully note all these areas from the past I see. So the market basically broke above and we had a retest, and now we have a possibility of push, which is a very likely possibility of the market going towards the downside. This is towards the upside, I'm going to say. So we had a breakthrough and we are looking for a possible bullish momentum. This is what we're looking for currently, right? So what we need to do is, once we reach this area, we need to see whether the market fails to break this resistance. And should we break above, we're going to look for more buys. We're going to continue looking for buys, but should we fail to break above this level, it means that we have a very, very strong resistance and the market might sell. Why?
One thing I like about the MT5, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm not sure that we entered the entry, but it's too small.
Yeah. So guys, I want to check something quickly on the daily chart before we continue. I want to show you guys something before we even continue. I forgot to show you guys this. We need to also carefully note what kind of a trend, an overall trend that we have, yes, right? So from the past, I can see that we're in an overall bearish trend. Can you guys see this? You can see where we are currently. We're in a bearish trend, right? So this means that we need to carefully look at the trades that we take. In order for us to take buys on this trade, in order for us to hold buys on this gold trade, is to make sure we are outside our bearish trend, right? And for us to continue looking for buys, we need to make sure we have crossed over this very strong resistance. I told you guys we use the old time frames to basically look at the path. You see, this has been a very strong resistance. That's why the market is failing to push above. It has been ever since from the past. So once we get a push above this, that's a very strong confirmation for you to continue looking for more buying opportunities. So now, I remember, guys, we were still on our chart, and this is what we saw. Currently, it looks like gold was ready for buys. It was looking like a nice trade. I'm going to go to the 10-minute chart to see if there's anything I can see as well. But currently, this is what we see, man. This is what we see. We're looking at the market
still pushing for a possible bullish momentum towards the upside, probably up until the end of the week. That's if fundamentals don't come in play and affect the setup.
Yeah, so that's what we need to do. We just need to look at these areas exactly where the market has possibilities. You look at these sensitive areas like this one. Let's say you took your entry over here. Like I told you guys, once we break outside a trade, you don't immediately enter a trade. I spoke about that. Why? Because once we break outside a trade, guys, we form first a high. So once you form a high, you don't immediately jump in, because according to the market rules are what? You buy low, you sell high. So immediately after breaking outside, it's a high. You have to wait. We told you that a trader is somebody who's patient. So once we break outside our trend, we need to wait for our low. We need to wait for the market to basically show us where are we looking for our possible buy entry when the market is at its lowest. So if you took the entry from over here, this can be a very strong first take profit, and from there you're good with your profit. And if you go to the second one, you're really winning.
Yeah,
right?
You can call it the reverse head and shoulder, possible change of trend.
Yeah.
And we'll expect the bullish trend.
So another thing, guys, should the market basically come at this area here and fail to break above here, we need to make sure that if we break outside this area, we're going to look for possible sells.
Do remember, we are still in a bearish trend. We are expecting a move to break outside of our bearish trend overall.
Right, I want you guys to also carefully know that the market can do something like this. It can shoot up and it can test this area and you can still sell towards the downside, because we are still under the very strong resistance. But should we break above and have a retest, I'm telling you, you can hold your buys. Yeah, you can hold your buys, because we have crossed above a very strong resistance. And if we are above our resistance, it is now our new support. And once it is support, that's when we start looking for our buying areas. That's when we're looking to continue with our bullish momentum. So that's the thing, guys. I told you we use 15-minute charts, 30-minute charts to an hour to look for our entries, and we use the older time frames to basically look at those specific areas where the market might test these areas. We need to make sure we know these areas exactly in order for us to avoid getting liquidity grabs. So another thing I want you guys to show you guys, is that when it comes to you actually having your entries, it needs to come from a place of patience, right? So guys, what I've seen the most, what people are struggling with when it comes to trading, guys, the moment you guys get money to fund your accounts, you fund your accounts immediately, and the same day you blow that account. Guys, this is a very
I feel like,
cycle.
especially many new traders, guys, you guys have a tendency of immediately after you analyze, you go to your real account, enter the trade, and then that's when you tend to grow your accounts. Guys, remember, guys, we don't project what we think to the market. We always make sure we are from the following side. We always follow what the market leads. That's why it's important for us to know. When you wait for a confirmation, you wait for a market to confirm a direction, and then you follow. Never predict what the market will do. Always make sure on the side that you know if the market is under this confirmation, you simply follow.
Yeah. So guys, one thing you need to work on as well is basically working on finding good entry points. You guys understand me? So when it comes to finding good entries, you need to work on something that is called high probability trades. High probability trades are trades that actually require you to be patient. These are the trades that you wait for. I want you guys to see something here. Right? Usually this is what the market does. I want to show you guys something quickly. I want to know if any of you guys experienced something like this. Let's say the market is on a bearish momentum, right? Let's say we're on a bullish momentum. You can see that the market has been selling. And once we break outside, the market does something like this. Okay, let me just carefully put that. I'm sorry about that. Let me just carefully put that there. Hope you guys are able to see the screen. Hope you guys are able to see what I'm sharing with you. I want to share with you guys something here that is very important, and I believe it will help you build your patience. And guys, you have to know it's important for you to understand exactly how the market plays out, right? So there's times whereby, you know, once the market breaks out, you find yourself having a nice entry. We call this a retest, right? So many of you guys do take entries upon retest, but you need to carefully note that the market also does something that is called traps. That is something that happens in the market, guys. The market does traps, and it can give us some sort of a W first. This is what we call a liquidity grab. You guys understand me? The market can break out, and this is exactly where one person will look for a buy. Just want to show you quickly. Let's say, for example, many of you guys, like I said, once the market breaks out, many of you guys are looking for buys. Let's see when I take that buy, and you're looking for a good risk-reward ratio, but you took a loss. Sharp. You continue, you have your retest, you take your second entry, right? You take your second entry. However, after your entry, you take your entry, the market goes into profit, and once it comes back, once it goes into profit, it doesn't actually hit you take profit. It continues to stop loss hunt. Let me just put this here. Let's just say this is where you're just stop loss. It continues to stop loss hunt, and it takes you out. Have any of you guys experienced something like this? Whereby you take your entry, the entry goes into profit. However, it never actually reaches your take profit. It continues towards the downside, and it takes you out with the stop loss. And just like that, we just took 2 losses from a change of trend. And you're like, guys, this thing is not working. This thing is not working. Understand me? Guys, that's the purpose of a liquidity grab. Anybody who went for a sell or a buy, they lost out. The market was basically taking out people. That's when we say the patient people benefit, because those who were patient, they were carefully waiting out for the manipulations to play. We need to make sure we let the market play out before we spot our entries. And even though you might have taken an early entry, as long as you use a very good risk-reward ratio, you will still profit once the market becomes a different entry. You have to know, guys, we have premature entries and we have a mature entry. Now, taking the last entry from here, you can see that even though you took 2 losses, but with your last trade, you can see how much you're able to make. Check your losses and compare that to your win. Compare that to the profit. As long as you stick to a very good risk-reward ratio and you stick to your rules, as long as we are still outside our bullish trend, it means that the market might have not bought immediately, but we're carefully and patiently waiting for good opportunities.
It's very important, guys, on also knowing how you apply your risk. Taking a loss it's not supposed to blow your account. It's supposed to just give you a setback. You can take setbacks, but your comeback must always be strong.
Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. I treat currencies personally. That's why I'm teaching you this. It happens a lot in currencies because I believe when it comes to currencies, you have to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've worked on my patience a lot. And personally, I will tell you the best time to take an entry, it's after these manipulations, right? So that's what I want you guys to do. Immediately after funding your account, immediately after having money, don't rush into a trade, guys. How many times have you found yourself in a situation whereby you are now spotting a nice time to enter, but you don't have money anymore? You've blown your money. But that is because you didn't patiently wait for your entry, right? So if there's one thing I can tip you guys is don't underestimate the power of a demo account. Yes. Your demo account is supposed to be there for
you. I was about to tell you that.
Yeah, guys. A demo account is there to help you actually take this kind of entries, and you are then able to wait for them to mature first. You understand me?
I'm sure most of you guys have entered an entry, and after you enter, let me say, for instance, I would say gold buy. After you enter a gold buy, it gets to a point whereby it retests, like here. Gets to retest, and then now you're at a point whereby you are seeing a perfect time to enter that buy. I feel like once you start, immediately after you analyze, yes, enter that entry, but on a demo account. After that entry matures, after you see exactly the direction, then you take that real entry to your real account.
Yeah.
That way, you can avoid fake outs, you can avoid basically you leaving the market. You can tend to follow the market instead.
Yeah. So guys, that's the tip. That's the tip in terms of you finding good entries. What it means is you're required to have analysis, but you need to patiently wait for a setup to play out, right? Never stop looking for those opportunities. One thing I will tell you guys is if you want to be a trader, there's one thing you need to work on, and that is to build your confidence. You need to build your confidence in my entry. Do you think somebody who had confidence was going to be able to continue taking this kind of entries? That comes from confidence, guys. Because the moment you don't have confidence, you're going to fall victim to the market emotions. You follow me? And emotions is one thing that actually happens a lot in the forex industry. Anybody who's not emotionally ready will not make money. Can you guys understand me? Because what I'm telling you is when I started trading personally, I used to take many losses. Guys, I used to take many losses, and that basically came from the fact that I was emotionally unready. I was emotionally unfit, right? And you have to know, guys, when it comes to forex trading, the first thing you need to master, the first skill you need to master before you continue is actually managing your emotions. That's the first skill, because the moment you don't have your emotions on the right side, the market will be unfavorable to you. True, it will be unfavorable to you because we have people who actually become market analysts. Guys, do you know what a market analyst? I was a market analyst at some point in my life. And then a market analyst is somebody who they can analyze trades, man. They can analyze 9 trades and actually kill all those 9 trades. But at the end of the day, they never took actually one real entry. They never took any entry. You can see your analysis, you killed all the analysis, but you never took the entry. Has that ever happened to you? We have people who do that, guys. And the reason is because we never actually worked on our confidence, right? I want you guys to stay confident. I want you guys to trust in your system. I want you guys to actually have rules that you follow. Because if you have those rules, you're going to easily learn to get through these mistakes. The quicker you learn through your mistakes, the quicker you advance as a trader. And from your side, that's
Omari JJ, you can kill us with the last USDJPY analysis. And then we kill it.
Can you hear me from your side? You cannot start sharing while the participant is sharing. So can you stop sharing so that I can share the screen?
All right, okay. I'll stop sharing. All right.
Oh, perfect. Oh, you did. Perfect.
If it's good in the building, if it's good in the building. Yes, Jax is here, guys. Jax is
here. If people thought I'm not there.
Don't talk too much.
What did I do now?
Yeah. We see.
What can you see?
You see your screen sharing. You're sharing your screen.
You are on Vault Markets YouTube. There's 300 people watching. Wow, guys. We're on fire, guys. We're on fire.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you can open a chat.
Okay, let me go. Can you see?
You just go to trading view. We can see everything.
Can you see my trading view?
No.
You can't.
You must look at the same screen that you opened your.
Yeah. Share the new screen that you opened in trading view.
Oh, okay, perfect. This is it. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
can see.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Yanamela US30.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I'm still
Yanamela.
I'm still inside those trades there, enjoying life.
No, Mina, my final take profit was this one, the black guy there. That was my
These guys are funny, man. They saying Jaguar, you're in your whole universe, boy.
It's not a long story. They can't see me. They can't see. I wanted to show them a long story this side.
Okay, let me. I'm over the moon, guys. I'm on top of the world. But for those of you who just joined the live, they can buy USDT right now. Okay, let's continue with work. USD JPY, USD JPY. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone is doing well. It's the Omari Jaguar again, the Omari JJ, the trader from the villages, the only code that is a Jaguar. So most of the things that you guys should look into were said by my partners. So I'm just gonna stick straight. I'm gonna just strictly stick to the analysis. USD JPY, as you can see on a daily time frame. Let's go to a weekly even to make things even much more nicer. As you can see, USD JPY has been buying. Excuse me, I flew, but I decided to not miss this meeting. Even if I flew, I was at Cape Town. So Cape Town weather and Joburg weather is just totally different. So USD JPY has been actually bullish from September 17, 2000 and what? This is 2012. So that's where it has been bullish from. So it's important for you to know the main important zones that you are having in the market structure. So basically, your playground plays a major role in you knowing which part are you playing in. So right now, what's important is for you to note your major support zones and your major resistance zones. Those are the two of the most important things. So right now, as you can see, for those of you who love trading the head and shoulders, they probably can see that we have the inverse head and shoulders here. That is just so beautiful, and it's about to be completed. As you can see, we had a very beautiful neckline here. We had a very beautiful neckline here. Let me show you. I'm trying to get a trend line as well. We had a very beautiful neckline, and you know the rules of Forex. They say you enter your trades on a neckline. This is me applying the rules of Forex, entering my trade on a neckline. Here I am. That is my major resistance zone. We failed to break that major resistance zone from 2002. And here we are again on 2022. How many years? Can people do the math and write it for me? How many years is that? And then till today, I doubt. You remember my statement? There's something called the thesis statement. I said I'm looking for sales in all USD on all JPY pairs. So basically right now I'm still on where I've completed my setup. As you know that you enter your trades where on your neckline, I've completed my setup. So right now I'm not completed, but when I get to 134.688, that's where I'll be looking for sales. So now we have two options right now. We have two options. We still have this big boss here. We have two options right now. It's either we break above this and go up, or we fail to break and respect this from there, and then we start selling again, and then we try to find a way to break above again, just like that. So those are the two options that we have. So this is just a rough structure that I'm showing you guys. Now let's go deeper. I like it when we now go deeper, because now everyone has an understanding as to what are we looking at and what are we gonna be looking at. So right now, I remove all my drawings again. I try to zoom now, because the most important data is the latest data. However, we use the previous old data to predict what might be a possibility or a probability in the latest data. So let's go to a daily time frame right now. On a daily time frame, as you can see, we've been ascending quite well. From 2021, we've been ascending quite well, and we had a very big we ascended even much more bigger from 2022, and then we had a little correction here. Then we had an impulse moving further up, which then gives me an indication that we are really going to that higher high. So from there, I'll draw my trend line here and have another one. Why does USD JPY look like NAST 100 now? I do not know why. It looks like really looks like NAST 100 right now. And as you can see, that's the first one. And then, this looks so like NAST 100 right now. We are buying. And then from there, as you can see, we broke above what we would have anticipated as our zone. So we then start drawing our playgrounds. You remember what's important is us having a place where we play at. Most touches, remember guys, most touches are the ones that makes our playground to make sense. Most touches that you have are the ones that makes our playground to make sense. So before that even happened, you can see and apply our trend lines with our trend line here. Then we had our other one down there. As you remember what Emmanuel said, he said trends and trends, trends and trends, trends and trends. Even though I did not apply our line graph, but I can still see what I'm doing. So I'll only apply my line graph to make sure I touch exactly all the points and avoid all the noise that is there on the market. Avoid all the noise and do some adjustments right now. So what happened is, let me show you. What happened is we were having this as the major resistance. As you can see, the market was failing to break that major resistance. How many times? 1, 2, 3. And we're having this as our major support. The market was failing to break 1, 2, even the third time. However, from the 26th of April, 2021, that's where we started seeing the change. We started seeing the change in the market movement where we broke, came back to support, so we have our mini support here. We came back to have our mini support here. Came back to have our mini support, which then gave us the overall buys that we are currently having. So knowing where you're coming from, it's called back testing. Knowing where you're coming from is always good because it always helps you know where you are going. Most of the people say I am who I am because of where I'm coming from. So it's always important to know where you're coming from for you to know where also you are going. So here, here we had what? We had a very strong resistance. We had a very strong resistance where it's a zone that was respected from this side. As you can see, we respected this zone. Here, we respected this zone. We respected this zone. Even here, since it was respected as a resistance, we have it here as what is now a support. So it's supported here, hence we are still having these buys that we are having. So what I said to you guys is that I'm looking for now selling opportunities. Why am I looking for selling opportunities? It's because I think the market has already pushed enough. In a very short period of time, the market has already pushed enough to that other resistance that is there. The market has already pushed quite a lot to that resistance. So I'm expecting that resistance to be respected by the market. And then we have a little bit of a drawdown, which is gonna give us enough strength to break that wall of a resistance. Then we move further up. So we break it down again. We move to a smaller time frame. This is so difficult to analyze because it has been extremely bullish. So no touches can be catered for easily. So as I remove all my drawings again and try to draw my resistance, my support levels and my resistance levels. Right now, I'm looking for what? I'm looking for that touch there at the top, that push that will enter, that push going up, that will help me know when is it, where I would say now it's perfect for my people to start looking for selling opportunities. So here we were buying nicely. We're supporting, and supporting. What Emmanuel said to you, as you can see, when a person would have seen a break moving down, they would have now anticipated that, my brother, I am ready for sales. A person would have had their stop loss here on the previous higher high. They would have had their stop loss there because they would have been anticipating for what we call a double top formation. They would have anticipated, oh, I have my double top there. So let me put my stop loss just a little bit above my double top and start looking for selling opportunities. So that person would have tried that, and look what would have happened to them. They would have, this is what would have happened to that person. They would have entered the trade. It was going to go well, and start going up, and then they were going to be stopped out. And then now that person would have been crying and saying, USD didn't respect me. It's a matter, it didn't respect my analysis. It's a matter of patience. Emmanuel said it, be patient. When you are patient, that's where you're going to get your reward. So right now, it's a matter of waiting. It's a matter of waiting for USD to start having those cells. So right now, USD is very strong and it's highly bullish. So right now, there's nothing that I would say I'm advising you guys to take. I'm not advising the cells, but I'm saying look out for the cells from the USD, from the JPY pairs as from next week. So right now, it's just a matter of waiting. Is there something you want to say?
Yeah, I was saying, yeah, I agree.
Yes. So right now, it's a matter of waiting. And also, for those of you who use candles, you will see the reversal candles. When the reversal candles start coming in, that's where you'll start then looking forward for the change of direction. I think that's more about it on USD/JPY. Unless you guys have something to say.
Beautiful analysis. Yeah. I would say, I like what you said. Having an SL now would be a premature sell. So yes. I tell people, those who want to keep track of the entry, open the sell on a demo account, wait for the entry to mature, and then you can take it to a real account. And,
yes, for now, you guys can put it on your watch list. If you have a demo account, you can then put it on your demo account and wait for the
patience is key.
Yeah. Can somebody actually tell me this? Why when you're waiting, why do you want to actually enter a trade, guys? Can somebody tell me the answer on the chat section? Why would you want to enter the trade on your demo account? Yeah. Why would you want to enter a trade? Can somebody please tell me why? Can somebody please tell us why you would want to take the entry of a demo account while you are waiting?
Why is it a trade that you guys should wait and not enter now? Because I'm Mr. Buy now, Mr. Sell now. I would have told you guys to just enter now. Why is this trade not matured enough for you to enter?
We have Alex Abrahams.
What is he saying?
It's fishy. And we have Ntando. He's saying it's to confirm. I think it's a she, yeah.
Alex Ibrahim, I know Alex Ibrahim. That's our student.
And we have Mompati, they're saying FOMO. We have some who say to track. We have Prince, the world, who say to keep track of the trade. To go. You guys are killing it. That's basically it, guys. Yes. We are literally trying to keep track of a trade. Why? Because many of you guys, you find yourself that usually when you come back to your analysis, you're already late for an entry. Right? You're analyzing, but you're late. That is because you never actually saw the trade. You need to be in the trade to actually know what to expect, right? You want to be involved with the market, guys. You're gonna see, usually if you take the entry too early, maybe on the demo card, it might have been in red, but the moment you start that, the moment you see that you start to go into profits, that will be a perfect time for you to enter. Because what I'm trying to avoid is many of you guys deposit today, blow today, and after that, that's when you see a good entry. So we have to avoid that.
Guys, understand why are we traders? I always tell this to my students. You are not here because you want to make money. Yes, you say you want to make money. For instance, if you have 1K today and you take it to 10K, that doesn't mean you stop trading. So even if you're saying you're here to make money, in reality, you're here to be a trader. So become a trader first. Money is just a secondary thing that you get for being a good trader. So as long as you make sure you put in trading first, you put in your basically your analysis first, you make it more about trading, you are going to be a successful trader.
Yeah. Because guys, I want you guys to always remember this. Your aim here is to grow the account. That's what we want to do at the end of the day. So how do we do it, guys? You can't always be focusing on winning trades alone. Imagine if you took 5 winning trades. You're only focusing on winning trades alone. Imagine if you took 5 winning trades, but same time you also took 5 losing trades. You see you're going backwards. So what we need to do is what? We need to also eliminate, we need to reduce our losses in order for us to be in profits. Imagine if I reduced 3 of my losses. You see now I had more profits. You understand me? So that is the aim, guys. As much as we want to be able to make money, we need to make sure we are also saving money. We need to make sure that we are not taking unnecessary losses. Your loss should be that it was either market manipulations. Your loss should be that it's either fundamentals. It should not be that you didn't respect your rules. The moment you take a loss because you respect your rules, that's when you're not moving forward, guys. That's when you're not moving forward. You have to know every trader does take a loss. There's no strategy is 100%. However, we need to avoid their unnecessary losses.
Yes. Never stop learning, guys. Never stop learning.
I don't know if I should can I do another JPY pair? I don't know which one should I do, because this one
is one last analysis. Ask the audience there, guys. Jaguar feels very generous today. He wants to give you guys one last pair for the day.
Yeah. And guys, you see what Jaguar has there? I like what he has there on the chart, because that is actually a form of patience, right? You finding good entries is you patiently waiting for the market to respect your setup, because the moment the market respects your setup, it's a confirmation to you as well that that's a trade you want to take. It's a trade that respects your setup. Are you guys following? So that's the aim, guys. That is what we're trying to do here.
Right? They're saying on the comment.
Okay, they want you to look at GBP, JPY. That's the majority.
Okay, GBP, JPY. Okay, sure. Yes. This is, let me see. Oh, I last traded it a long time ago, as you can see. That was a long time ago.
Those were nice sales, man. You see, yo.
And exactly, these were nice sales. I had catered for the
Look
sales.
at the liquidity grab on that. Oh, before the sales came through.
Yeah,
look at this. Let me show people. Let me show people this. Look at what happened here. I want people to see. Actually, one of the reasons why I also enjoy trading the currencies, it's because you get to learn like a lot when you're trading currencies. Look at this. Like a person who would have entered a sell here would have been taken out. They enter another sell here, they are taken out. They enter another sell, they are taken out.
Look at the
they enter another sell, they are taken out. Look at this. How many times? Even when you entered here, a sell would have been taken out again. Until you give up.
The market will give in once there's only the minority that is left. The majority will always lose. Yeah.
Fact. So let's then look how many times you would have been taken out and until you enter here again. So the market was playing around from when? From the 14th of February until the 23rd of February. Imagine from the 14th until the 23rd.
You were holding cells.
Because even if you were holding cells on the 21st of February, you were still going to be taken out. Okay, perfect. Now let's finish it later. Let's now start analyzing.
We have Ferguson, boy. I don't know. I see it's fake. That's why we wait for manipulations. Exactly, guys. Especially if you're trading currencies, you have to know trading instruments are different, but currencies, patience plays out a lot more when it comes to currencies. If you really want to make money, the reason I actually make money in currencies is because I'm a swing trader. I know what the market will do. I wait for the market to actually take out the majority to be part of the minority, right? That's what helps a lot.
So let's get it.
So currency killers is asking me which support and resistance levels to choose. The ones that have the most touches, the ones that have the most retest, the ones that you see the market respects the most. Those are the ones you use.
Perfect.
So right now we have a major support structure, and I'm always seeing these head and shoulders, and then now this one, I think this one is the perfect one. There is another head and shoulders here. And then guess what? If a person would have said, Jaguar, now I wanted to enter a sell on a neckline, what happened? Why my sell didn't materialize? Can someone answer that question? Why this sell didn't materialize? Because it's a neckline of a head and shoulders, as you can see. Let me fix it. Yes, it's a neckline of a head and shoulders. Why the sell didn't materialize? Can I get that answer? I want to see if you guys can be smart enough to spot this one. And I have an answer. Why this sale on the head and shoulders didn't materialize? I want to go check on YouTube what you guys are saying.
You're supposed to be on your phone.
I don't know. What did I do now? Okay, sharp.
Go back to your analysis. We're saying for you to check YouTube, just use your phone.
Use your phone.
Oh, I must use my phone. Eh? Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
To check YouTube.
Okay, perfect. So can you guys read the answers for me? Because
currently what we have, somebody saying it's a double bottom, somebody saying it's a very strong support. Some are saying
thank you. I got the answer. That's a correct answer. It's a very strong support area. It's a very strong support area. This support area was supported from 2008.
Yeah.
It was also supported 2011.
The reason why we use high time frames, we need to know what happened in the past. The market respected that level.
Because there is a person that sold because they sold. Why? Because they said we are on a neckline, so you are expecting the sales. That person was actually stopped out and they lost money. That person went all in here and said, I'm selling this because we are on a neckline, so I'm expecting it to break and go down. Never shall it be.
You must always look at the past, guys.
So it's important for you to look at
that person would have saved their life after they've analyzed, enter on a demo account, wait for it to mature and see it's a bullish trade.
Now, that person would have saved their life if they have used FS Code 3.0.
Exactly, true fact. So let me remove this. So it's important for you guys to always check the previous data, not this thing of you guys always looking for scalp trades. Nah, scalp trades will actually kill you sometimes.
I mean, it's easier for you guys to scalp when you know the overall. Like, it's
perfect.
Easier.
True. It's easier for you to scalp when you know the overall direction. So there we go. I'm gonna try to analyze this one for you. Yo, guys, this was perfect. But still, look at this. Oh, Oh, I feel like I'm learning something new even by analyzing right now. I'm learning actually. Look at this. A person would have said, Jaguar said, when a resistance turns into a support, you buy. Look at what would have happened to that person. Look.
Manipulations. It's currencies. The perfect time to enter is after.
Hey guys, currencies. I never got to notice this. Currencies, you will die.
They want you to be patient.
You will die, my brother. With currencies, this is
if you fund now and trade now, I'm telling you guys, you fund and trade now, you'll die.
Look for those who analyze now, real account now. It'll be a long story.
And imagine this person would have said, okay, fine. I'm seeing that we are now on a sale now. We are now on a sale.
Yeah, I'm saying inside the sale. Look inside the sale. It's coming for a retest. It's like
this person would have bought and said, the buys are not coming. So I'm seeing a sale. Look at what would have happened to them. Imagine they are having a stop loss above. Yeah.
And guys, Jaguar, you want to know what's funny, name? This is what manipulations do. Whether you go for a sell or a buy, both of you will lose. Those who went for a buy, they would have had a stop loss hunt. Those who went for a sell, the trade would have went in profit and lost. So those who entered after manipulations are the ones who actually profited.
Exactly. They are the ones. Yeah. So guys, in Forex, an early bet never catches a what?
It never catches the fattest whale.
Exactly.
It's a
in Forex,
the most disciplined.
Exactly. In Forex, an early bid never catches the fattest worm. In Forex, the most disciplined and most patient one is the one that catches a fattest worm.
Especially those who are trading fundamentals. Like for instance, for this probably fundamentals were very bearish. Guys, it's important for you guys to do what? To know patience.
Okay, let me move forward for you guys. Let me remove all these things and continue analyzing.
Volatility doesn't give us direction, guys. Fundamentals only gives us volatility, and volatility is not direction. It's just a spike.
Fact.
Yeah.
Just a spike.
Guys, the market rules are like this. The market will take the money from the impatient to the patient. That's it. That's Forex for you.
That's Forex.
Perfect. So, but guys, I want you guys to see this. We are on a daily time frame. Imagine on a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, this is happening to you. Yo, someone's child lost their money. Okay, perfect. Someone's boyfriend lost their money. Okay, and then they said Forex.
We are about to kill the hour, guys. Don't forget it's an hour session. We have 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, okay. Let me just finish it up, guys. I'm sorry, we have a lot to give. At
Evans go, as we don't stop. Give us the mic.
Come again next week. Don't worry.
We're here for you.
Call your friend. Even call Trading Hub to come. Yeah, everyone. Call everyone.
Yeah. And as we give you guys the real tips, guys, real trading tips. We're not just saying because people are talking out here, we're giving you real market tips, guys. Real ones. As will help you make money. It's not a long story this side.
I can never be.
Alright, Jaguar, please, when we are around, don't promote other niggas.
Okay,
I don't like to promote niggas.
I get you. Okay, let's get it. This was a beautiful buy.
Beautiful.
This was a very clean buy. So right now, I'm not gonna advise you guys to close. Never. Do not close. If you are still holding the buys, you can still hold the buys.
Stop loss above entry.
Because one of the things, let me give you one of the tips I always give to my students. Guys, the market creators do not know your trend lines. They don't even know that thing exists. You're the one who put those trend lines on the market. So don't act like a trend line that you've put is already there. The market creators know about it. They don't know about it. Just an instrument that you've put to help you understand the market better.
To read the market, guys, a chart for you to read better, for you to put in these things is like reading music, you understand? We are able to read it better because we understand what it means.
Yeah. I say Mom Party there. Yes, you're right, man. Trading takes money from the impatient to the patient. 100%. 100%.
So yeah, I would say for those who want sells, for those who want sells, wait for the market to reach the overall resistance.
Wait for the 168.
Yeah, and after it reaches that resistance, enter the trade on a demo account to trail it and wait for it to mature for you to take it on a real account.
Yeah, I see we have Thapelo there saying now this is what we call a real Tuesday tip. Thank you guys so much for the laugh.
Appreciate the laugh. It's 9. It's 9. Appreciate the laugh.
So guys,
those got your mentors. Make sure you follow it. Make sure you follow it. IMS_no-limits. Make sure you follow @Thapelo Goat. Make sure you follow the Omari J, the Omari Jaguar. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ever's got your mentor.
Signing out.
And